Well, g'day everyone. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On in the Shed. And I can tell you that tonight is a wet and rainy one. Outside we've had a fair bit of rain over the last couple of days here in my part of Queensland. I'm in Queensland, Australia. That's where home is for me. And so welcome everyone watching, and all the new people that have joined, have subscribed. We've just kicked over the 700 mark now. Thank you for your support. It's been a little lackluster of late, but that's for good reason. There is some new people in the chat, some people you may already know, but please just keep it respectful, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, getting on with this week's episode, we've here at home, we've been, regular viewers would know that we've had a fair bit going on here, not just this shed here. This has been built for a little while now, but the shed behind me that you can see in the background, that's my wife's craft room. We've been doing a lot of work in there lately, and we'll go for a little bit of a tour shortly and show you what we've been up to. Styles, you're absolutely right. The rain is good. It's been a while since we've had some rain. However, we've really had enough right now, and it's it slowed my work down. I work in earth moving, so it's affecting us. But yeah, so anyway. Good morning, Dancers with Aardvarks. From up over. Where is up over? That I would love to know. I really would. Thanks for being here. Mr. Ben, the rain is quite therapeutic, that's for sure. That is for sure. Welcome to the channel, thanks for being here. Nightbot will be jumping in soon and saying hello. Peter, well, as long as you don't come on camera, mate, we'll be right. You can do whatever you like in your own little bedroom, living room. Don't forget, all those social media platforms are spying on you, so they already know what you look like, so, don't worry about it. If you're down, yeah, I'm down under, so you're up over. Okay, fair enough. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. And so this is my shop or my shed. I call it a shed. Some people call it a workshop or a shop, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you. This is where things happen. Lathe, milling machine, part of the steamroller there, up behind me there. Other parts of steamroller over there and over there. I've got a couple other cameras set up. I'll just bring them in, and let's have a quick look around. Here we go. So I've got the camera set up on the milling machine. I was milling that, and you can see my hand there. I was milling that last week live, and it moved, a bit of a oopsie, but nothing major. There's a piece missing off the end of this particular part, which I have to manufacture. Peter, you're absolutely right. All the Australian boys need a shed, so yeah, that's for sure. So we'll go to another view here. We've got a couple other cameras to look at. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Whoop, wrong one. Yeah, hang on, let's hide that. Bit of technical detail going on here. There we go. We've got a view looking on the bench, and there's the lathe. And we'll go over here. There's a close-up of the lathe. So I've got a few cameras going on here. I plan to put in a few more. And it'll be make it a bit more interesting. I can flick between the cameras. And Becky, g'day Becky. Becky's Fishing Adventures, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. So I'll, do a bit of machining, all that sort of stuff. And we'll just bring that back down from full size. Here I am again. So a couple of different angles. The one on the milling machine is actually a mobile phone, so we can we can, I get it now. We can change things around here or go for a walk around the shed. Actually, that's what I will do. I'll bring that up and I'll just give you a tour of the shed. Oh, he's a pom. Good on him. What part of the good old UK are you from? Dances with Aardvarks? Oh, hang on. I think I know. Maybe not. No. Let us, if you don't mind. Anyway, it may get a little bit shaky, so I'll pick the camera up here and we'll go for a walk. So that's the setup there. 2 computers. The one on the left's the old one. The one on the right's the newer one. The newer one on the right is doing all the streaming. Tool chest, lathe, bench, where I'm supposed to be putting tools up at the background there. Camera, another camera. Actually, we've got 2 cameras. There's this one up here and that one there. So 4 including the one I've got in my hand, which is the mobile phone, forklift, and that's looking over the other side of the shed with 2 cars. The boiler for the steamroller milling machine. You may hear a little bit of feedback. Birmingham, beautiful. There's the boiler, currently doing a little bit of work on the boiler. Chimney, crankshaft, these are all parts from the steamroller. In the corner, those of you who muck around with this sort of stuff know what it is. If we go over here, we've got the front rolls that do all this. Is an actual steamroller built in 1926 by John Fowler of Leeds in London. I won't say London. Yes, Leeds of London. That's how they advertise themselves. This is engine number 16930. Built in 1926 and exported out here to Australia. Worked all its life here and then was put in a park and sat there for 50 years before it got rescued. So, and we'll go to the front. We'll show you from the front. That's the rear axle in front right there. For those of you who are new to the channel, there's the winch, they call it a winding forward drum or the winch drum. The old chimney base down there and a new one. Once again, just another view of the front rolls. This cupboard here is full of parts for the steamroller that they're all ready to go. I'll open that up. All labelled, boxed. As we pulled them off, we've done the necessary repairs and put them in the cupboard here, so everything's ready to go back on. And that's just a corner. A couple of little signs here, careful of deep excavation. Over here we've got more stuff. So you've got the grand tour of the shed. Now that poster there, it's an old poster, the Zigzag Railway in Lithgow in New South Wales. That's south of me. That's a railway that volunteer operated. It stopped operating for a while and now it's back up and running again, which is good to see, and you can easily find them on social media and see what they do. Over there's more parts of the steamroller. Parts that need a bit of work or just storage, just more parts. So it's been a complete rebuild. We'll just go for a walk out here past the cars, and there's the rear rolls right there sitting out in the rain. They're not going to hurt. Need to do a little bit of work to those as well. And yes, you can get an idea of how wet it is out here. We've had a fair bit of rain. I don't know how much in the gauge. I haven't looked at that yet. That's the craft room. So we've got, stuff all over the place. And this is the tender. The tender is a work in progress. It's a bit thin in places. It's got a bit of cancer. We've chopped various bits out. Got the brake shaft out. That was a lot easier than I first thought. This is one of the pieces off the tender where the brake shaft goes through. There is a doubling plate on the inside. I've showed that before, but I'll do it again. Sorry for the wobbles, guys. I'll just catch up with the chat. Station clock, yeah, it doesn't really work. Anything? Righto, I'll just post that, and we'll grab a light. Get some light on the subject. Righto, here we go. Right, so there's that doubling plate that's the inside of the tender. As you can see, there's various parts of the tender that's very thin, a lot of rust because it's sat outside in the weather for 50 years doing nothing, like a lot of steamrollers that were placed into parks all around the world and still are today. There's plenty of examples. There's ones here in and around Brisbane City. There you go, there's a dryer, Energy Star rating down the bottom if anyone's interested, not really. Magnetic base, so let's put that there, that saves me holding on to it. This is the other side of the tender. You can see it's fairly rusted and pitted. I'm more than likely have to put a new floor in, bit of sheet metal work. You can see here it's all rusted out, and I've already cut it out, so I'll probably have to cut out a bit more to get some decent metal, or pop all these rivets off, and yeah, so there's a fair bit of work to do on the tender. Excuse me. And you may be able to hear the rain. So what we'll do now, we'll go, I'm going to be away from the computer, so just, and I think what I might do is switch over to the audio on the camera, because I think it's going to drop out, so just bear with me, guys. Sorry for the crappy view. Here we go, we're back again. So I'm going to take my microphone off because it's going to cut out. And then I'll go to the audio on the phone. So, oh, there's Nightbot. There you go, good old Nightbot. Making an appearance, doing its job. That's the link to the channel if you want to go check out other videos, see what else we get up to. There's a few other things on there. I'm involved in a club near me which has various vintage machinery, mainly road steam. The gears are looking good, yes. Where are they? Oh, they're over there, I'll show them. Thanks, darling. That's the wife down in the chat there. She's upstairs at the moment. Right. Feedback. Yeah. Right. Sorry for the feedback, guys. It's going to get better. Right, we're going for a walk. It's raining. Still getting feedback. It's amazing. Anyway, we could do ghost tours or something like that. Righto, onto the deck and into the shed. The other shed, the old shed. This used to be the old shed. And we decided to relocate it, reskin it, and turn it into laundry and kitchen. So that's the laundry. Laundry and kitchen, laundry and bathroom. Sorry. Yeah, just hang on a second. Let me get there. Yeah, thanks, G from Funk and Hungry. I'm just away from the computer. I'm doing a grand tour. As you can see, we're in the process of painting. We've put undercoat on, overcoats on. My wife's going for pink. Pink in the bathroom. Actually, there you go. It's turned out pretty good. The lighting will make it different. And yeah, okay, I can see where we've missed a few bits. We're sort of doing this in the dark this afternoon. So we'll definitely have to give it another coat, that's for sure, and fix up our misfits. So hopefully that's looking all right. We end up buying, because it's such a large area, this is a 9 metre by 6 metre shed. Used to be the cars here. Then the cars got left outside because I brought a steamroller, funny that, and the workshop used to be over there, so the workshop was 9 by 3. But now, as you can see, we've got a way bigger workshop. And we end up buying a spray gun to spray the walls to get this job done quicker, because we've got an electrician coming tomorrow to do some electrical work. He's been here previously, but he's coming back to finish off, so we'll have lights in here tomorrow, finally. And yeah, so we can see what we're doing. And just going by, we did some touch-ups this afternoon, but we probably need to do a few more touch-ups, that's for sure. We know we've missed spots, but you know, we're both working, so we're doing it in the spare time, in afternoons or evenings. So you know, we're doing pretty well. But yeah, there is a lot of overspray, but this eventually will have tiles on the floor, so it's a work in progress. And of course all the trims and all that sort of stuff have got to be done. If anyone's gone through renovations before or building or something, it takes way longer than what you realise. And having to deal with tradespeople. My wife done a really good job dealing with tradespeople. We nicknamed some of them because of what they did. We saw that there's a couple of them we had not the best experiences with them, to say the least, and that's why we decided to do quite a few things ourselves. We've done quite a bit ourselves and saved us a lot of money. So we'll go back up the shed now, and we'll have a look at a couple of other things to do with the steamroller. Things are happening with the steamroller, I will say. I'm getting that bad feedback. I can even hear it out here. So here's the rear rolls of the steamroller. They're a little bit thin in places, especially one of them, but nothing that can't be reskinned. So I'm going to mute the mic on the phone and go back in and pick up the wireless mic. So just hang on, guys. Right, I am back. Welcome everyone. Double check we got everything's going well with the audio. Right, Peter, g'day mate. No, thanks for tuning in. No, the new shed is not three-phase. To put three-phase in we just couldn't justify it. We just couldn't. It's just going to cost too much. And as it was, putting in the electrical up here to the shed was about $4,000 or something like that. And for what I do, it's really only a hobby. This lathe, which is single phase, is more than powerful enough. You can probably hear that. I'll just go into the settings and I'll do the noise suppression, so hopefully it'll drown the rain out. But it is a tin roof, bit of insulation on the roof, but we still may, it's starting to get heavy again. And anyway, that's what's been happening in the shed. well, that's what's been happening here at home with the renovations and sort of the lack of progress with the roller at the moment. But not that much lack of progress, it's still progress. Yeah, Pete, no worries. Anyone on Discord wants to follow Pete, his link's in the chat, go for it. I don't mind. Yeah. So my wife's in the chat, and well, we'll have more room when the roller starts going back together too, because at the moment we've got the roller pulled apart in pieces everywhere. So yeah, he sure is, Stylesy, but he's on the phone, he's in the background working. So we've got some regulars here, so it's good, but it's also good to see the new people in the chat. It's right, where was I? Sharing, I don't know. you can have, Peter, you're up north, you can have the cyclones. So we haven't had one down this way for a while, so it's pretty good actually. But this is we haven't had rain for a while, and it's getting damn serious, fairly serious now. I haven't looked in the gauge. Righto, Fridge, you'll get a bit as well. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully you don't get Emma's roller stuck. Yeah, oops, shouldn't have done that. Right, showtime. Let's have a look at some... No, that's what I was going to do. Where is it? Right there. That's what I want. Put that up there. I'm totally organised. Seriously. That's right. Let's put that down there. Excuse me, folks. Itchy nose. Yeah, no worries, Becky. Appreciate it. Emma will be live tomorrow night from her room, showing what she gets up to and her latest projects, or the more projects she keeps taking on. Isn't that right, Emma? Oh yeah, look at that. Doing some sketches for a mural proposal tonight. Vintage sewing machine to match with pink. Oh, that's interesting. Cast iron vintage sewing machines. Yeah, there's plenty of them around actually. Right, so getting back to what I was doing. Oh, come on, Emma. We all show a whole lot of nothing. We get that from time to time. Right. So, another work in progress at the moment is these. These are... Hang on, let me get rid of this. These are cylinder drains. Reproduction cylinder drains. These are the Fowler design. Now, the casting is a bit rough at the moment. It hasn't been finished machined or anything like that. But essentially, what you're seeing on screen is the completed job. So what I need to do now is go and have a look at the person who's doing the work for us. I'm getting a number of these made for myself, 4 for myself, because this steamroller is missing some. Hang on, I'm just going all over the place on this chair here. And young Dan Elstone in Melbourne, who's also restoring a Fowler roller, actually the same as mine, same as this one I should say. This is 16930 and he has 16933. So essentially they were built at the same time. So the guy who's doing the machining for this for me has done some fantastic work so far, and the photo probably doesn't do it justice. As mentioned before, it is a little bit on the rough side, but that's just the casting. It won't take much to clean up, but he's done a great job. and they'll certainly do a great job once they're on the engine. For those of you who don't know, the cylinder drains go on the side of the engine of the cylinders, and their job is to let water out of the cylinders if you get water in the cylinders. Now, if you're a good engineman and you've got your eye on the ball, that shouldn't happen, but there's always situations where you could get what we call priming, and water gets picked up from the boiler and goes into the cylinders. Now this rain's getting a bit more serious. I'm just going to check. I might have to close some doors, so I'll be back in a minute, guys. Right, okay, I'm going to, that one there. Right, so I'm going to close one door. Just the rain's coming in there. That's off screen at the moment, you can't see that, but I've closed one of the roller doors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to the other camera, which has probably turned itself off. You know, still there. So we've talked about they come up quite regularly actually. Aardvarks. In some respects they're a little bit more common than what you think, mainly because of how many were made, especially Singer treadle sewing machines. There's a tremendous amount of those made. That's for short. Now I'm going to stop sharing that, come back to the main screen, and I'm going to look over here, turn that on. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, come on. Okay, let's slow this down then. There we go. Hey, we got a camera, live camera view. Now, let's do that. Let's bring out some nuts. Got my glasses on, nuts for doing this. Now, oh God. Okay, lucky you can't see that, but you can hear me. Glasses have got water on them. Let's go over to the chat there. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you watch Dan, Facebook. I'm streaming to two platforms, Facebook or YouTube. Either one, it's up to you. Whatever works for you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I wish these companies would, standardise on some things, especially for live streaming. Or maybe I should just get my act together a bit more. Let's get this autofocus sorted out. Right, that's a bit better. So I go into my box of taps here. We've got a good old half-inch Whitworth. Now, as this machine was built in the United Kingdom, at the time Whitworth was the go-to flavour of the month for threads, especially coarse threads. And to be totally honest with you, when just putting some lubricating oil on the tap, and I probably should set this up beforehand. I think that's too big for that. Right, let's go to the other option, and that's a little bit out of focus now. I'm a bit closer. Right, here we go. Grab a tap handle. tap wrench. Let's see if I can get that a bit better. I might even get it a bit closer actually, so we can better see what we're doing. Nothing like being on the move. This is no steady cam, that's for sure. If you suffer with problems with sudden movements, and that looks better. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, it's still a bit out of focus. Maybe I should call this the out of focus show. Hang on. Get that. Now, when I've got the camera on autofocus, I've got those bars around it, and that's something I need to sort out. Oh, Nightbot's in the chat again, doing its thing. Good old Nightbot. Right, we've got our tap wrench, and we'll put that on there. This is a number 7. They come in various sizes. It's probably a little bit overkill, but what we're doing is cleaning the threads out, and because what you want to do is when you take your nuts off, you want to take any burrs off them and run a tap through them. So when you put them back on your particular thread, and also you want to run a die nut over your thread, you don't have any problems. You have nice clean threads to put things back together with, because in some cases you will have a battle getting them off, and when you go to put them back on, you don't want to have a battle putting them back on. Now, a lot of people don't do that because they're either lazy, they couldn't be bothered, or that sort of thing. I know this can be mundane, but it's something you need to do. It just makes your life easy. And the other thing is, you've got to think about the person coming after you. Just catch up with the chat again. G'day Bill. Bill Baggins is in the house. Yeah, I think I might have to bring the camera, over and set up the. Hang on, I'll put the. Make it a bit more organised. Oh, there you bugger of a thing. Let me just, I'll change camera positions and get a bit better shot. There we go. Bring that down. Oh, there's a better view. There we go, we're back on the mobile phone. The mobile phone, being newer technology, gives a better shot. Much clearer shot too. And it just stays in focus a lot better. There we go, you can see the 2 computers in the background, my hands. But for what we're doing with the nuts, we're going nuts here. Sorry for the loud noise, especially Peter, because you've got earphones in, or headset, whatever. Sorry about that. From time to time you will get loud noises. Ideally, buying some second-hand phones would probably be the way to go to, if you wanted a couple extra cameras, set them up, because they give really good autofocus, good picture, good field of view, all that sort of stuff. For this sort of thing, it'd be the ideal. So we just got a couple more to go, and then we'll sit back down and catch up in the chat. This is pretty well what I've done with all the nuts that have come off the roller. When I've taken them off, cleaned up, let's see it, let's get close there. There we go. Cleaned up the burrs on, usually this, there's a burr there or something, so you take those off, clean them up, run the tap through them, all that sort of stuff. Depending on the situation, you probably should put new nuts on, because these would have, have stretched over time. That's why you run a tap through them, to sort of clean things up a bit. These are on a non-critical part. They're off the tender, so we don't have to replace them, and they're still good. They're still good. If you want to buy new Whitworth nuts, they are available. There's a guy in the UK, calls himself Heritage Threads. I haven't bought anything off him, but of course, if you only need a few, you could make your own with a tap and die, or machine it on the lathe. If you've got a lathe, you can do that sort of thing quite easily, and I have done. One of the, actually we'll go for a walk and I'll show you one of the nuts I did make for the roller when I first got it. Especially if you've got an indexing head on the milling machine, you can make your nuts, or you can buy hex bar and that. So we'll go for a walk again up to the roller, and I'll show you the nut I made. So as you can see, this is the nut I made from scratch. I'll get a close shot. There we go, nice. The others are original, and the reason why I asked around a bit, the reason why this one went missing is when the boiler cladding is on, there is a brass band that comes around here, and I think that might be the same on yours, Emma, I don't know. But that's what was told to me. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. So the cylinder drains I was talking about before, this is where they mount. This is the cylinder block. This is the engine part. This is the bit that does all the work. For those of you who are not familiar with steam engines or steamrollers, this is the cylinder or the engine which does all the work. It's a double-acting cylinder. It has, actually it's a double-acting compound cylinder, so it has a low pressure and a high pressure. And these here are drains, and you open them to initially start off, and that's the common sound that you hear when an engine is starting off. A lot of people like to leave their cylinder drains open too long, and it does a couple of things. It's very noisy, throws a lot of dust and dirt up over on your paintwork and so on. But yeah, they do a job. However, they're there for a purpose. So that's where they mount on the side of the engine. Alright, so we'll go back to the main screen now, and I'll put the phone down. I'll point it the other way, and I'll go back on camera, and we might wind things up pretty soon. Actually, I've been babbling on here. Sorry, folks. Babbling on here for a while, and might be a quiet day at work tomorrow, I think. So I'll just there's a nice view of a lovely cord there. Let's go into the chat, see what I've missed. I haven't. Yeah, you're right. Getting back to that's why I made that one, Emma. So Emma's just saying that Whitworth sizes are completely different to normal sizes. So so it's a bit hard to buy the size that you need for Whitworth. So sometimes you're better off making. You do open them when it's at rest, but a lot of people do forget it. But anyway, usually tactile beside the one fits into, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just mumbling away to myself here. I've still got people churning away and That should be tactile. Weird word sizes. Well, it's not actually that weird, Peter. When you, okay, for instance, to give you an example, so half inch, where are we? Hang on, let's get myself back on screen here instead of looking, just mumbling away, looking at a crappy screen. That's the tap. You can still buy Whitworth taps. Newcastle Nut and Bolt is a good supplier of Whitworth stuff. Bill, I don't know. Oh my God, you guys have got some bad habits. I think you need some. Retraining. Anyway, half-inch Whitworth nuts. I'm going to get in trouble here. So when it says half-inch, it's the size of the thread, not the actual nut. A lot of the stuff that spanners that you buy, AF, which is across the flats, and across the flats of this is totally different to modern day stuff. So this is all pre-war stuff. That's what you're dealing with. So, and part of the reason why the material was slightly bigger is because when you look at modern day materials in terms of how strong it is compared to this stuff, this stuff's not very strong compared to modern day stuff. Even where was I going with that? The metallurgy of it, how it's made up and all that sort of stuff. Hang on, I'm playing. Peter wants metric any day. Yeah, I know metric. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, BS as in British Standard. Righto. Let's put this on screen. BS, British Standard, right, is 1.1. Righto. For half inch, right. See, there's people out there who are smarter than me and know all this stuff. I'm just telling you what I've learned, and I could show you Whitworth spanner, but anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, I'm the one saying nuts aren't. Well, in this particular case, these ones here, they're not in a critical situation. They're not on a pressure side of things. They're just on a bloody water tank. So yeah, it's not critical. Yeah. Bad habits? Nah, it's all about pain relief. Yeah. Dances with aardvarks. Yep, I think you're right. There's nothing wrong with good old Whitworth. I don't mind it. Like I said, when I was these horse threads, which this engine is pretty well everything. Everything's Whitworth. When we're taking it apart, there was only a few nuts or bolts that I actually had to put any real heat on to make them move. Most of them came off real easy because they had, 60 odd years or 50 years. It was in service up until about 1960 and 40 odd years of soaking with oil. So modern, old, there wasn't anti-seize or nickel copper coat or whatever back in the day. Everything was just oil or grease, and everything got covered in oil with most of these engines, and which Emma can attest to actually. Yeah, Emma, I would if I was you go back to Whitworth, the standard sizes. I think it might be a bit of a pain, but it's something I would do, unless you want to keep having a million different spanners with you. I suppose that's why you've got an adjustable metric imperial crescent wrench, so. Yeah, Pete, nuts aren't supposed to come off easy, no. They do. And most of the stuff on the roller had double nuts, in some places double nuts, or a lock nut on it, so, but yeah, so anyway, that's what we've been up to. Thanks everyone for coming in and being in the chat tonight and participating, or if you're new here, thank you very much for the support. It's going to be ongoing. We do these lives once a week to sounds like a job for a CNC, Emma. I'm sure you know someone. Yeah. And come on, okay. So, oh damn, I haven't got a photo to show everyone your roller, Emma. Otherwise I would show everyone Emma's roller. Where can I find one? Yes, the half nuts do go on top, that's correct. Not on the bottom like some people. Yeah, anyway, let's not go there. We know. Okay, ongoing conversation, the amount of projects you've taken on that I may or may have not suggested, or other people in this chat may or may not have suggested. Yeah, actually, if you don't mind, Emma, if you could, how am I going to do this? Oh, I know how I'm going to do it. Right, just bear with us, folks, and we will we'll throw up a photo of Emma's steamroller. And we're well prepared here. Very well prepared. Right, I want that open. Right, now, okay, video. Let's share a video while we're waiting for a photo of Emma's roller. Shit screen. Let me go to my YouTube channel. And I don't know why it keeps going there. But anyway, so we will go here and go to my video. So, right there. Invite, then we'll go share. Righto, we'll do this. Then we'll go full screen. Then we'll tell it to play, and that should be. G'day everyone. We're out at the club today on the club's Aveling and Porter D-type steamroller. Myself and my offsider, Mark, have got it in steam today. We've got it out, and we're down the bottom here. Perfect day here in sunny Queensland, my part of the world. And we'll show you that by Royal Letters Patent, number 10821, Aveling and Porter, Rochester, Kent, England. Good old girl. There's my offsider, Mark. Say good day, Mark.
G'day, Mark.
Around the other side. This engine here is named Marion after one of the club members' mothers. And this particular one, I'll go back around the other side. This one was gifted to our society by the Brisbane City Council. It spent a lot of its time in New Farm Park in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, where it sat as a play toy for the kids to climb on. We've restored it to working order, and regularly do maintenance and take it out on days like this once a month for our club. So there you have it. Beautiful steamroller that we're on today. We've also got some visiting today in the old Petrie Town complex. Got some hot rod cars, not some hot rod cars, some fast cars doing a photo shoot down at the old railway station at the moment. So I might get some photos and videos of them a bit later on. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching the channel. Please like and share and subscribe if you do. I'll do another video when we're on the road or from the footplate. In fact, we'll get a close look now. We've got a nice fire going in here. Safety valves are starting to lift. Good water level. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll just pan out here. Hope you have a good day and enjoy the video. Thanks again. Bye. Right, so that was the video just done at the club a few weeks back, earlier this month. We steam on the first Sunday of the month. So it was funny to see myself on camera there. But I'll throw up a photo of, let me grab a photo of Emma's steamroller. Hopefully it should be there. Should have gone here in the first place. There we go. Come on, now it's got to play catch up. Waiting, there we go. So that's doing loads. And we'll see if that's there. There we go. And there we go, modern technology. There's Emma's steamroller. Oh. And just wants to play the upload game. So we'll go full screen with that and get me out of the way. That's Emma's steamroller. So Emma has a DNA. Okay. Dan, is Emma's roller a DNA or DM1? Hey Roger, thanks for being here, mate. Roger's one of the regulars. Dan or Emma, if you could, what's the engine number? Just off the top of my head. Anyway, Emma's, thank you, DNA, Fowler DNA roller, 10 tonne, roughly, approximately. So the one I'm working on here is a Fowler T3B, 8 tonne road roller, in 8 tonne in working order. They would class road rollers 16771, right, thanks. Is Emma's engine number. Mine's 16930, so a little bit after Emma's engine, but all in all, great engine, goes well. Recently done some really nice paintwork to it, and there's quite a few other Fowler rollers around the area. It's good to see that we're getting a bit of a resurgence of engines in and around, not just here in Queensland, but you guys down in New South Wales. There's quite a few around. The difference with, say, us, yeah, well, it's better than nothing, Dan. At least it does the job. For most of you watching, if you look on YouTube for steamrollers or steam traction or road steam, you'll get a lot of stuff from the UK. It's peak rally season over in the UK at the moment, and the reason why you see a lot more engines there, denser population, More of them have been saved into preservation over the years, and there's a lot of big money in it, to tell you the truth. Usually somebody will own an engine, and there's a bunch of people who will crew it, and most times the owner just turns up, has a bit of a drive, and goes off to the pub or something like that. It's more of an investment. You know, it's a bit crazy on you know, what they get up to over there. So yeah. Righto, so we're just about to clock over the 1 hour mark I've been prattling on for, and I think I might just round it up at that, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you being here, and let's get rid of that. Oop, there we go, we're back. I appreciate everyone being here and the support, the ongoing support. Things will, when we finish things in the wife's shed and get her back in there, because it's coming on 8, 9, maybe 10 months, a bloody long time since we decided to, you know, take this giant leap and build sheds and move things around and all that sort of stuff. It's been a long time, and when you're working, it makes it harder. And when you've got a small business or doing work for other people, it makes it even harder, especially when you've got stuff, you know, strewn all over the place and not easily accessible, sort of like this here. My wife does embroidery work, and the big machine's upstairs. We've got one away getting repaired. She's got stuff stacked in rooms, and she's working out of the kitchen, and it does make it very difficult, that's for sure. But it'll be so much better when we get her back into the shed and get her set up properly. But anyway, there's a bit more to go yet, but that's where we stand. So thanks everyone for joining in the chat and participating and being here, supporting what I do on this YouTube channel. And no, Peter, it's not excuses. Just because of that, mate, I'm going to turn the volume up at the end here and might blow your eardrums out. No, I wouldn't do that, seriously. There's always challenges in life, and it's how you deal with those challenges that you know, gets you through them as they go along. So thanks everyone once again. Catch us all next week. Tune into Emma's live stream tomorrow night. These other people in the chat, go check out their channels. Might see you on Discord or somewhere over there, or somewhere around the chat, somewhere around the place on social media. Thanks everyone for being here. Have a good night. See you later. Oops. Whistle time. Oh, hello, hey, I'm back again. What are you all still here? Don't you want to go to sleep? Haven't you got anything to do? Come on, everyone. All right.